Hi, I'm Hadar from Port, and in this video we're going to go over Port's quick start and implement it from start to finish, going step by step. So if you're someone who likes to follow along to videos, then now you have that option as well. But if not, feel free to just go over the guide by yourself, and all the steps are very highly detailed. So let's get started. The first step is to sign up to Port and create an account. So I've already done that. I have a new account. And the next thing we're going to do is create our first blueprint. A blueprint is what we use to model some component in our environment. In our case, it's going to be a service. So there are many ways to create blueprints, but in this guide, we're going to use Port's API. So the first thing we need to do is go back to our Port app and get our token. So we hover over the three dots, hit credentials, and we can hit generate a new token and copy it. Going back to the guide, I will now open the web page for Port's API. And here, the first thing we need to do is authorize the API against our account. So I'm going to click authorize and paste my token in here, hit authorize again, and close. Now we can send requests to our account. So what we're gonna do now is look for the post request for blueprints. And we're going to copy this blueprint JSON. This is a definition of a blueprint that we have ready-made for this guide. I'm going to go back to the API, find the post requests for blueprints. I'm going to click try it out and replace whatever's in here with what I just copied. And then hit execute. So I can scroll down a bit and see that we got 201 error code in our response, which is good. And if I go back to my Port account now and go to my builder, I can now see that I have a new blueprint called service. Let's take a look inside. So what we've defined so far is a blueprint that represents our service, or in this guide, it's going to be represented by a Git repository. And it has three properties that we defined. One is the README file. If there's a README file in the repo, then we are going to want to fetch it. The second is the language of the code in the repo and the URL of the repo. Now that we defined our blueprint, let's see how to actually fill it with some real data from our Git provider. So the next thing we want to do is choose a provider to work with for this guide. You can either use GitHub or Bitbucket. I'm going to use GitHub, and I'm going to install the GitHub app. So I'll open this in a new tab, click on configure. I'll choose the organization in which I want to install it, and make sure to select all repositories so it fetches all of them, and click install. Great, so now the app is installed. The next thing we want to do is go back to the builder page, and now under data sources on the left, you have two new data sources. So let's see how to use them. So what we want to do now is tell Port how to map the information it fetches from our Git provider back into Port, into the blueprint that we created in the previous step. So in this guide, we provide the mapping for you. It's a very basic mapping to fetch these three properties that we talked about earlier. So let's copy this mapping, go back to the data sources, click on the exporter, and just paste this in here. And this is going to tell Port how to get, how to fill these properties with actual data. So once we've done that, we'll hit save and resync. And now if we go back to our software catalog, we can see that Port has fetched all the repositories from the organization where we installed the app. And it also fetched all the data that we requested. So the language that's in the repo, the URL of the repo, and for those of them that have a README file in them, we'll also be able to see that. So let's take, for example, Awesome Service. I can see that a new tab here named README is created. If I click on it, I can see the actual README from the Git repository. Now that our data has been successfully fetched into Port, let's see how we can now set some standards or metrics for our service. And we do that in port using scorecards. So what we're going to do now is add a basic scorecard to our service blueprint. So to do that, we can use the UI. I'm going to copy this scorecard JSON. This is the definition of the scorecard, and go back to my app, back to the builder, open up my service blueprint, and you can see that we have a tab here called scorecards. I'll click that and click new scorecard. And now let's replace this with what I just copied. So what we're doing here is we're setting a bronze level scorecard that checks that each service has a README file. So if it doesn't have a README file, it will fail this metric. So let's hit save. And now when we go back to our catalog, we can see that for each service, a new production readiness column is created. This is the name of the metric that we just set. And for each of them, we can see if it passes or doesn't pass this metric. We can also click on any of the services, and we can see that a new scorecards tab has been created. If we click in that, we can see all the defined scorecards for this service and their status. So for instance, this one has a README, so it passes the scorecard metric that we set. So the next thing we're going to take a look at is how to customize views and dashboards. So going back to my port app, go back to my catalog. Let's say now I have a bunch of services and I want to group them by their production readiness. So I can hit group by in this table and select production readiness. And now they're all reordered or grouped according to the state of their production readiness. And say I really like this view and I want to use it in the future, I can save it, or I can click this arrow and save it as a new page, give it a name, call it services by production readiness, for example. Click save, and port will create a new page for us. You can see it here on the left, and it has saved the view that we selected. For the last step of the guide, let's see how we can visualize some data that is interesting to us. So going back to our app, let's go to the home page. This is actually a dashboard where you can create widgets and visualize data and add data of different kinds. For this guide, we're going to click add and add a pie chart. And what we're going to do here is add a pie chart of the language distribution among our services. So we'll call it languages, give it some icon, right? Languages distribution. So we'll choose the blueprint to which this chart is going to be attached, and in our case it's service, and we'll break it down by the language property. We'll click save, and port does all the magic for us, and you can see we have a nice little visualization of the distribution of languages among our services. So that's it for our quick start guide. If you want more, then we have additional guides right here in our doc site. So under guides and tutorials, we have 2 additional guides covering some very important and very popular use cases with port, and more guides are going to be added soon. If you have any questions, feel free to join our growing Slack community and ask away. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.